What is that? Link. It's apparently supposed to be Pop-Tarts. Tastes like crap. Whatever. Anyway, this is game 2 between Deviant and Crisco. If you guys didn't watch game 1, that's okay. They are now 1-0 in Crisco's favor. His mech army caught Deviant kind of unprepared. He did send some mutas into Deviant's base, into Crisco's base. Did I say Deviant just sent mutas into Deviant's base? Deviant sent mutas into Crisco's base and pretty much wiped him out. But it wasn't enough to take out his army, so Crisco ended up winning that match. And what was that noise? I do not understand, but hopefully it won't be anything bad. But anyway, going on, this is now game 2, and we're going to see if Deviant can come back in this matchup here. Crisco starting off his wall off, as he probably should. Yeah, that's probably a good spot to wall in on this map. This is a huge wide open gap that I don't really like to take for my wall in as Terran. Pretty much what I like to do as Zerg is I like to get up a whole bunch of units, do some harassing while I'm building mutas and harassing around this back corner right here, because there's lots of free space where it's not really traditional to put units and just go around the edges of the map. Deviant's going with his same old fast expand build right down to the natural. Crisco sees it, at least I think he saw it. Yes, he did. And let's see how he reacts to this. Spawning pool for Deviant going down right out in the open. I always put it behind my mineral line. That may or may not be a mistake. I'm assuming it is. Because the last time I played a Terran player as Zerg, I had, behind my mineral line, I had my Baneling's Nest, I had my Roach Horn, and then I had my spawning pool. So the Terran player, even though being in just the Silver League, was like, okay, cool, whatevs. Fly all my units back there, drop them in between all these buildings so that my units cannot attack them at all, and lay waste to the mineral line. So, if you guys are Zerg and you think of doing that a lot, you probably shouldn't do that a lot, because that is a grave, grave vulnerability. So let's see what kind of build Crisco's going for this time. That would be a barracks. That's a barracks. That's a barracks. That's a 4th barracks. That's a 5th barracks, ladies and gentlemen, and that is no gas. So we're gonna see how many Marines he can pump out in this short amount of time here. He has an orbital command, but he's got no SCVs building any sort of refineries or anything like that. He is really close to supply blocking himself from all of this marine production. He's got 5 Marines, 6 Marines out the gate already. There's a poor hapless drone that doesn't see anything but 2 barracks. I think that what Deviant should think is, after seeing the last game, Crisco had a factory and a barracks at his wall. There is going to be some heavy, heavy marine pressure, even just seeing these 2 racks right up here with no add-ons whatsoever. So that means that there's bound to be more racks in the back. And that is a 6th barracks going down, and an SCV, probably for some bunker play, right there at Deviant's natural. He's got 2 spine crawlers on the way. He knows this is coming. It's going to be a huge pressure point for him, and he's going to hopefully be able to maybe do a pincer attack. But here come 2 bunkers down for Crisco, ladies and gentlemen. 2 bunkers. 1 spine crawler already goes down before it's even completed. Here come in the Zerglings for a pincer attack, but it ends up not being so much of a pincer attack. And now, oh, this is a beautiful funnel for Crisco to take out these Lings. There's an Overlord, and These bunkers right here at Crisco's natural, or Deviant's natural, are almost done producing. There's one going down. 4 Marines immediately inside. Oh, that is ugly, ugly, ugly for Deviant. This other bunker now canceled. Let's see if he just go ahead and salvages this one, because Deviant isn't going to go anywhere near this bunker. There we go. Let's see if the salvage starts up soon. Oh, no, now he's gone a little bit scared here. But there's no stim on the way for Crisco. This is an all-in Marine pressure point build of his. Deviant needs to get in here with many, many lings and banelings and get the surround going. Does he have a baneling nest anywhere? No, all he has is a spawning pool and 2 hatcheries for plenty of ling production. What is Deviant doing? Is he rallying all of his barracks down there? He is. And he's got a command center up there for expanding. I don't know how effective an expansion is going to be at this point. He's not even producing SCVs right now, but he does have his refineries on the way. He's going to try and transition out of this, but Deviant already has 4 extractors mining right now, and he's even building drones up behind this. That is pretty ballsy with all these Marines on the way. I don't know if that's such a good idea, but with these spines here, these Marines are going to be pretty scared to attack. And this bunker, I don't know. I think it's positioned too far back to be of any strategical value for Crisco here. What Deviant should probably do is, first of all, get another queen to transfuse this spine crawler that's a little bit down in health, and then pull him back into his natural to give some more breathing room for his lings to get as much creep as possible, so he can get a good surround and limit the range on these bunkers. I don't know how effective this bunker is going to be. It looks like, oh, Deviant's, oh no, oh, that's going to be just a slaughter of lings. Moving that spine crawler up was not a good idea. This bunker was not going to be a threat. It's as much of a threat as this bunker right here. Here come these Marines in right now. Oh, the banelings coming out, but that's just not going to be enough against these bunkers. You need more than 4 banelings to take out this pressure. And you need more lings than this, but Deviant threw away so many. But Crisco is actually building proxy factories in front of the natural. That is so ballsy. What's going on in his main right here? I am keeping my the corner of my eye vision on that expansion just to see if there's any sort of blobs that move towards any other blobs, so don't worry. But there is nothing going on out of the ordinary in the main. But down here, Deviant's expansion, there are 2 proxy factories going down. So ballsy. So ballsy. And I doubt Deviant knows those are there. Oh no, he does see it. Is that... wow. Oh yeah. With that Overlord vision, he sees those factories going down. Is there anything he's doing to... what's a missile turret for? Where is that missile turret? Is that going down in the natural? Does he even have his lair up? Oh, he does have the lair. Does he have the spire on the way? No, it's nowhere to be found. So that missile turret is total paranoia right there. But it looks like Crisco's just, oh, here come this huge swell of banelings, but it's pretty effective. But it's not going to do anything against those factories, but hopefully it repelled Crisco's army here. We're going to find out. Here come these Hellions out now. And there are no roaches. There are 4 spines though that should be able to take out any sort of Hellion pressure. There goes the tech lab on the left factory. And there come the lings. Let's see how fast those Hellions can ward off all these Zerglings right here. And this has actually turned into a very tense game. Any sort of harass in the works for Deviant? Nope, he's just all defense. All lings, baby. All lings, all the time. And Jason Wright's asking me, who is winning? It's hard to tell really at this point. But I would say, well, Crisco has the map control and factories right outside Deviant's natural. So there is that. As far as supply is concerned, oh yeah, Crisco is ahead. And here comes the big Zergling attack, but there's a huge choke right there where Hellions and Marauders and Marines are going to... Ooh. Yep, this is the second game. Just a reminder, just a friendly reminder. Look at all these spine crawlers going down. Ooh. Man, Deviant is in a lot of trouble, and now he is pulling away, taking those factories back home. And Deviant now sees that he is retreating. He is expanding his creep and getting his spine crawlers up there to make sure that doesn't happen again. And everything is going home for Crisco because there's a drop. Oh my gosh. Stupid Deviant! Are you freaking kidding me? Deviant went for a drop in Crisco's base and I missed it again. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm so bad at casting Deviant's games. I am so absolutely terribly horrible. This drop had to have been going on for like 5 game minutes until I finally caught wind of it. And yeah, that would be a good reason to evacuate. All of those rally points were still set to Deviant's natural, which is why we still had so many units out there. But what a huge army of Marines, Marauders, and Hellions right there at his natural. And Deviant is rightfully... I heard that. I heard that, Nidus. I'm guessing that's what happened. The first time that I didn't catch it was Deviant Nidus right into Crisco's main. And what a counterplay. Wow. I got to admit, that was really bad on my part. Look at these creep tumors going down out here to deny this third. You've got to be kidding me. Just to get that extra creep out there is probably what it was for, with some extra units to help defend it right there at first. And Crisco's got to be seeing this creep. Oh no, he can't see the creep yet. That's gonna be so bad for him. He's gonna know right away that Deviant is denying him that third. And this tech lab is now going to go down, probably signifying that Deviant is going to make me yawn by taking his third base and completing it and saturating it with some drones. Oh yeah. But the supply count hasn't exactly reversed itself yet. And here come the Hellions. Oh, this roach has got it though, guys. Don't worry. Yeah, this one roach. That's a Rambo roach. That's what that is. Okay, never mind. That is not a Rambo roach. But they still can't do anything about this creep. That creep is there to stay. That has got to be taken out with a scan, which Crisco just doesn't have at the moment. Whoops. Supply count is starting to even out. And look at this, 53 drones to 32 SCVs, as we can see in the unit counting station. And that third is looking mighty fine, but this army is looking mighty scary. If Crisco wants to, he can end this game right now. All that Deviant has are 38 lings, 2 roaches, and an infestor, which is not enough to take out all of these units. Not in the slightest. Especially now that we have siege tanks on the field as well for Crisco. But what is he doing about this creep? He needs to get some units over here to get this creep taken out. And no, that was the move call right there. So here come all of his units pouring down into this creep. I'm surprised that creep doesn't slow down other races' units. I think that it totally should. But that's just my opinion. So how is he planning on landing this expansion here? Unless he's going to land it over here. But this overlord is here ready to poop creep. Nope, he's gonna stop. I don't think he realizes that he can't land in creep. Like, what? What's he looking at right now? Let's take a look. Oh, he's working on his macro. That's what he's doing. Whew, excuse me. There goes the creep, but it's gonna take a while for it to recede. Crisco's probably saying, what's going on? Why isn't the creep going away? With the stim wearing off and no medevacs in sight to heal those units, I'm gonna shut up now. This overlord is still here. You'd think that Crisco would have done something about that by now with like one Viking or something. And you know what, ladies and gentlemen? The supply count would be evening itself up significantly if Deviant would just spend his money. Look at that. 2,000 minerals and 240 gas. What is he doing? He's just trying to... This is like a challenge map for him. You know, he's just trying to use to store up as much minerals as he possibly can before he gets totally completely crushed. I mean, sure, there's 100 lings on the field, but 100 lings couldn't take out these marines and marauders and these tanks, which are now moving out into the field. And this swarm of zerglings, you would think that this many zerglings at this Xel'Naga watchtower would extend its range by like a foot or something, like, but I guess not. That's another thing that Blizzard should take into account, is that, you know, if like a massive amount of units are at a Xel'Naga watchtower, it should extend the range or something. But here we go, down into Deviant's 4th that I didn't call out. Crisco is going to wipe this out easily. All these transferring drones are going to get wiped out, and there is some drone parts right there. Looks like a crab. Hey, funny, because drones already look like crabs, but whatever. Look at that, those those brave little lings totally got in a couple pot shots and then GTFO'd. I think that's funny. But anyway, here come some infestors. Just chasing them. I'm like giant flies on the wall. Look at this. These... What are they gonna do? Do they even have burrow? No? What? It was probably a rally point gone awry or something. What is Deviant doing with these? At least attack them. What's going on? He's got another infestor chilling at his what used to be his 4th base, and here comes Crisco with the death march, and he's got Vikings. Oh, and they're oh yeah, these lings. There go your 100 lings, Deviant. You're down to 26 now, buddy. That is GG right there. 7 infestors are good. 7 infestors can do a lot of damage, but you need the lings to back up those infestors, and especially when your infestors just sit around doing nothing, you know, that's not gonna help you out either. And Crisco is... This is an unnecessary phobia of spine crawlers that's working against Crisco right here. It's like my unnatural fear of playing Zerg. Okay, that's no total. It's like an unnatural fear. It's like being afraid of being around people, you know? I shouldn't say that because probably lots of schizos play StarCraft, which is probably why they play. Ow! I'm running my mouth off on things I have absolutely no idea about, and that is bad. That is what happens when embarrassing things happen to good players like Deviant, where he's lost so many units. His supply count is so far behind, and I'm just picking on him. I'm just so bad at picking on Deviant because I switched from Zerg to Terran. And that's probably why. Crisco has some energy saved up. He could throw down another mule unless he's waiting for another scan. He had some money scans in the last game going on. He's probably waiting for that money scan right now on this high ground so he can take out all these infestors. If he runs in here, I'm pretty sure he can catch Deviant off guard and take out these infestors before Deviant knows any better. Speaking of attacking the high ground, can Hellions shoot up on the high ground? I think they can, but that'd be a funny little... I mean, like, if a Hellion was positioned, like, right here, and he shot up, the flame would go, like, right through, it would clip through the cliff, and it would be like a little Bunsen burner on the butt of that infestor. Oh no, here comes some brood lords. This is exactly what Deviant needs to do, and he's got way too many corruptors. Okay, everybody, desperate times call for desperate measures. I had to delete the 3v3 game in order to make enough room for everything, and Jason is trying to talk to me again. Anyway, Deviant came back, apparently, and started laying waste to CriscoCube with some drops and some Ling harass. And now Crisco is going all out balls crazy. And look at his massive army that was doing so much damage. And Deviant came back. He's winning. And I had to delete that 3v3 game that we played. I had to delete the 3v3 game. We played a show match because no one else was around. And yeah, so I had to delete it in the clutch to make space for the rest of this game. But it looks like Deviant's gonna take it home. And I have only 50 gigs to go. So, oh man, I'm gonna have to cast game 3 between these two on my laptop, which is gonna be in a much lower resolution, but I'll still have high quality audio. So all we need to do now is to have Crisco GG. Oh, excuse me. We just need to have Crisco GG out because he's. What's the income tab look like for both these players? Crisco is actually mining a lot, and his supply count is ahead. I mean, Deviant did a really good job with pushing him back, but hey, if Crisco wins this, that means there's not going to be a game 3. Yeah, and you guys won't have to put up with my crappy laptop resolution. Good for you. Good for you guys. That is so awesome for you guys. That's amazing. I suck at casting so bad. What does Deviant... Oh, he nidused in. And apparently... See, I'm like the detective. I'm like, what happened in this game? They made everything lose, and yeah, Crisco's pushing. But anyway, oh no, it's a base race. All these Zerglings are taking out Crisco's main. But, oh, Crisco could... I mean, you know, Deviant has less buildings to kill, but these Lings are so fast and so quick at killing buildings. They are only 1 and 1. Let's take a look at... And these stores are 1. And these Marines and Marauders are 1 and 1 as well, but they're not doing anything. What's Crisco doing?
Base is under attack.
Crisco is macroing up another base. He has spent all of his minerals on everything, probably an army. Right now he's spending them on medevacs, but he has a lot of saved up gas and quite a few minerals. And here comes Deviant. He's attacking whatever expansion he can. There's a Hellion just chasing after all those Lings, so they can take out that Hellion easily with about only losing about 3 or 4. And Crisco's gonna let that expansion die. And all these factories are going to be a nice little wall for this command center right here. And wow, I'm still in Crisco's view. Okay, sorry about that. This expansion is now going down. There was a Baneling in there somewhere. Or was that being attacked by a tank? Nope, that was indeed a Baneling. Oh yeah, I remember, because there was a Baneling down here before. And now Crisco is moving his base to the middle of the map, which I don't know how effective that is going to be. Oh goodness, he is desperately trying to get everything out of here. While he takes out Deviant's main. Yeah, Deviant's gonna have to GG out of this game. There is no way he can come back from that. All these lings down here are not going to be doing any good. And Deviant has a mining base, and so does Crisco, but Crisco's got those mules. Deviant has another base, but it ain't gonna do him any good. He has no valuable production structures up right now. He can make roaches, which he can make like 3 right now. 3 roaches, ladies and gentlemen. And oh, nope, now he can make 4. Anyway. And here comes the death march from Crisco. Just waiting for Deviant to GG out. Just waiting for the GG now. I guess Deviant never was winning. I guess I should let the supply count and the income tab speak for itself. And I guess Deviant's just gonna let him. Oh nope, now he's gonna GG. And thank goodness it's done. Hope you guys enjoyed it.